Hi, beautiful. This video is dear to my heart. I got on Facebook earlier today and I saw that one of my clients had mentioned that one of her littles was diagnosed with celiac disease today, and she was asking for any recommendations. And instantly my mom was like, okay, you can do this, Brittany. And so I started pulling my Walmart, my Sam's, my Aldi, my Trader Joe's orders together, my Whole Food orders together to figure out my list. And by the time, first of all, I didn't realize it was going to take as long as it was going to take, but I knew that I had all of the information at my fingertips. I just had to bring it together. And so after bringing it all the way together, I was like, this is a nice little guide that I could give somebody if I see this, because I believe my mom's friend just had somebody diagnosed. And I'm like, pause, let me insert this disclaimer here. Before we get into today's video, I want to say that this isn't medical advice. I am not a doctor or a dietitian. Everything I share here is based on personal experience, research, and what has worked for me. If you or your child has celiac disease, please make sure you talk to your doctor or a registered dietitian for personalized guidance. Every journey looks a little different, and this video is meant to encourage and help you get started, not replace professional care. What matters for me is that you have the information to help. Not everything is straight out. And I will tell you that for some people, you will see that something will get them, and other people, it doesn't have an effect on them. And so I do have my iPad here to give me guidance, because it was way too much information. So let me also say, before I get into this, give yourself grace in learning. This is a totally different world. You will find out how many things have gluten in them, and you have to slow down. It does change how you navigate food and outings and all of the things, like from family gatherings all the way down. So give yourself grace, prepare, have snacks, because you never know. And I honestly will say that I think it is harder in a younger age, because mine did not come across until 32. But to be younger and go to parties and have classroom parties, all of these things, is just like, this is a lot. So it's a lot of information, and I'm not sure how old her little is, but it still rocks your world, and it changes how your whole family operates. So I say that as we get into this. My first thing first, if you've been here for any amount of time, you already know. Check the label. Check all labels. For some people, they need to see the certified gluten-free. That is a whole nother thing that I don't necessarily want to get in, because it's fine lines. Some people cannot handle it being on a production line. Some people can't. You'll figure it out on your journey. Unfortunately, it's one of those things that you will. But if you don't feel safe, don't eat it. That's my main thing. Just like I did not realize until maybe a year in that Play-Doh had gluten in it, and I'm like, it's dough. And it's a dough that literally has gluten in it. And so there are gluten-free Play-Dohs. But as a kid, you need to know these things. What's another thing? Lip products. A lot of lip products, not a lot, but there are some lip products that have gluten in them. And you have to pay attention, because you licking, not like that, but you're consuming it. I didn't realize that some shampoos have gluten in it. And so all of those little things, you have to pay attention to. Things first, read every label. For me, I recently got gluten off of a seasoning, and it did say on the label, but I did not think that some onion powder and some garlic powder was going to take me down the way it took me down. So now I am paying attention to every label. Just like soy sauce. I love me some good sushi. Soy sauce will get you caught up, and you're like, it's all of this. It's everywhere. And you just have to pay attention and find what works for you. Also, all gluten-free things are not created equal. I think with my 4 years in, I have made everything. I want to say that almost everything that I wanted and had before I could have gluten, I've been able to convert it now. Baking is a whole other thing, because gluten-free flour is totally different. And it's literally a science experiment every single time. And so explore. Be prepared for some things to flop, but learn where you can pivot, adjust, and find out what works best for you. Oh, before we get any further, let's talk about cross-contamination. So this is shared toasters, shared cutting boards, things of that nature. And when you go out to eat, you have to ask the question if they have a dedicated fryer and if they change their gloves. I know with Chipotle, I have not tried Chipotle just yet. I do want to work my way up, but they are ones that are supposed to wipe down, change gloves, and then they'll make your order. And you have to feel safe. If you don't feel safe, it's gonna mess up your whole experience. And that's the thing where I am just now starting to push the limit of being like, okay, I have to trust that where I'm going actually knows what cross-contamination is, the understanding and the care behind it. Because it's one thing to say, yes, we understand, but you can't put a crouton on top of my salad and then take it off and it not still have gluten on it for me. It's those little things. And so the more confidence you get, in the restaurant, the more knowledgeable our staff is, it makes you feel better. So I will say that. Before we even get into breakfast, I will say preparation matters when it comes to gluten-free. It's not something, unfortunately, that we can go in and easily, quickly, automatically go through the drive-through and grab something, unless you are in a bigger city. I am in Shreveport. It is smaller. We have one dedicated gluten-free restaurant. We have a few that can handle, but you also have to go with safety. Just like I really wanted to trust Another Broken Egg because they had a great gluten-free menu. But when the waitress was like, it is a separate space on the thing, it just made me nervous. And I'm just like, okay, cool. Because there's one thing for your food to just be gluten-free. There's another with the cross-contamination. So just keep all of that in mind. All right, when it comes to breakfast, my favorite is the Krusteaz gluten-free pancake mix. I use that for so many things as my base. My quick on the run is Van's gluten-free waffles. I like the Bob's Red Mill oatmeal. Make sure that you check the label for gluten-free because a lot of items will have both. There are some that are dedicated gluten-free, and I don't think I marked them on here. Anthony's Blueberry Muffins, Walmart near us just got Anthony's brand. I tried their cupcakes from Aldi during the month of May, which is Celiac Awareness Month, and they were delicious. And so when I saw their blueberry muffins come to Walmart, it made my soul happy. The best gluten-free muffin, though, comes from Trader Joe's, and I will periodically take a run to Dallas to do a Trader Joe's, H-E-B, Sprouts, Central Market haul because we're limited. In my area, we're limited. So if you have these places near you, baby, enjoy for me, please and thank you. And I do want to say, if you have any of your favorite recommendations, please drop it in the comment section. I want this to be that video that just helps somebody else. When it comes to breads, y'all, all breads are not created equal at all. My favorite is the carbonate bread, but I also love it because it's low carb, which cutting gluten adds more carbs. It's all the things. But I love carbonate. They also have a raisin bread and they have bagels, buns, and hot dog buns. So I grab everything from them. There is a frozen biscuit brand. I'll make sure I add a picture of this one. And the beef-free bread is good. Now, one thing you will find is that a lot of gluten-free breads will have holes in them. And you'll be like, what is this? Like, it'll be a random hole in your loaf. And it's just a problem that we have. And if you have a sweet tooth, Sweet Lawrence, cookie dough, puff pastry, I feel like you can't go wrong with her. Like, you cannot go wrong with her at all. So I was trying to think of quick lunch ideas. I absolutely love all these gluten-free chicken nuggets. They have them, and they also have one, General Tso, I believe, is the other one from Aldi. Purdue, I enjoy theirs as well. There's somebody else, Feel Good Foods. They have chicken nuggets and chicken tenders, and theirs are low carb. When it comes to snacks and treats, the Good Crisp Company Siete chips, Feel Good Foods. Now, Feel Good Foods has some great quote unquote bar foods, mozzarella sticks, pizza bites, chicken crispers, pot stickers. They have some really good appetizers. Made Good bars, Simply Meals. I love their crackers. It's the knockoff of Goldfish. And Snyder's gluten-free pretzels are some of my favorites. When it comes to desserts, I enjoy the Tate's gluten-free cookies, the Cat's donuts, Jolly Llama ice cream, and of course the good gluten-free Oreos. We are in a sweet spot where the advancement of gluten-free things we're getting better day in and day out. And I'm grateful because when I first started, we weren't as far as we were. And so it's like, oh, okay. So we see more and more things. Cheez-Its is coming out with a gluten-free Cheez-It in 2026. So it's all of those little things that matter. I also wanted to talk about hidden gluten. I got gluten one day from cream of mushroom soup. And why didn't I think about it until after the fact? I should have. But your sauces, your gravies, flavored chips, seasoned French fries, pay attention to those. Meat and hot dogs can have wheat fillers in them, so please pay attention to them. Also, some of the fillers in seafood, pay attention to your seafood as well. Celiac is not about giving up the good foods. It's about finding your new favorites. And please give yourself grace. Please give yourself grace because your shopping trips will take longer as you read labels. Be patient. I became overwhelmed in HEB because they had a great gluten-free section, and I was looking for one particular thing, and it felt like everybody was just coming down the aisle, of which I needed to stop and read labels, and I felt myself getting anxious in the store. And it's like, okay, calm down. Also check expiration dates because unfortunately a lot of our things are not being purchased as often, and so I have gone through a horrible bout of buying expired items. And it's just, I'm excited that I see gluten-free, I see certified gluten-free, and I get it, not paying attention to the dates. And so all of those things matter. So slow down, take your time, make sure you're not in a rush, because if you're in a rush, it's only gonna make you frustrated and you're gonna have more slip-ups just like I have. Just like my last thing, I thought a brand that I was picking up of breadcrumbs were gluten-free, like the whole line, and it was not. Gluten by own self. And it's frustrating as you go through it because you're like, I now have to get this out of my body. I will say that for me, activated charcoal helps when I have to purge my system. So remember that celiac is an autoimmune condition that will attack your small intestines and damage it. So sometimes you don't even feel it. That's why a lot of people go undiagnosed for so long. But the damage that it does to your small intestines is never good. So watch out for the wheat, barley, and rye. There are a few more that I'm drawing a blank on, but pay attention to your labels. All of that matters. It's also certain dyes and additives that you have to pay attention to. So I hope that I gave you a nice little starting point if you randomly came upon this, and know that you will find your way day by day. Pack your snacks, pack the things that they love, and be prepared for when you're going into a celebratory moment for other people that your experience will look different. I think one thing for me, I've had to learn to be okay with is explaining why I'm not eating at the restaurant, but I want to be there to celebrate with whatever moment this is. And so grace given. And here we are just unfolding this thing called life, including celiac disease. Hold the phone. How could I forget these amazing honorable mentions? Let's get into it. The Good Pop brand, make sure you check your label because all items are not gluten-free. But the ones that are, they are delicious. My favorite gluten-free pizza is the Freschetta gluten-free pizza. Oh my gosh. But Jack's, and for the price, you can't beat it. Now, Miss Jones. I love me some Miss Jones. Favorites are what you see on the screen. Blueberry muffins, the monster cookies, and her blondie bar. Miss Jones, I absolutely love you. When it comes to some good cornbread, it's either the Krusties or the HEB cornbread, y'all. Hands down, one of my favorite. I have never personally tried the Kevin's brand, but I have read so many great reviews on their products being certified gluten-free. Glutino is one of my favorites as well. Their covered pretzels and their chocolate peanut butter bars, some of my favorite. Char, They have so many products. I have not tried a lot of them, but their table crackers are one of my favorite substitutes when it comes to a good bowl of chili. Now, Bobo, love me some Bobo. And the Carbonite, their granola is delicious. So check them out. How could I forget about Chalk Zero? They have everything from spreads to jams to candy to bark and chocolate. And they have an amazing honey that I love so very much. So just check out their whole brand. I love to get them straight from the website or from Amazon. But I just could not tell y'all about these last items.